Now I'm going to talk about a basic of base camping. And it's really important. The longer you're going to be here, the neater you want to keep things. And the reason for that is so you don't draw bears or mice, other rodents that will chew things up, and say you get back from a ridge run and then half your gear's chewed up because of mouse infestation. So this platform is 10 by 16. The tent has two portions. One is screened in. We'll walk inside. It's dark back in here. Hope you can see it. My sleeping area is 8 by 8. We have a cot. We have two plastic bins. One's got clothes in, one's got gear. I did string a line to keep my sleeping clothes aired out. We have a clock. Way over there, I actually have a metal piece of ceramic, or I don't know what. I found it in the river. I put a candle on there. So we got the pens, and we've got the radio. We've got books. Now this I always keep zipped up unless I'm ventilating, because back there, as you'll see later, is where the mice want to come in. Now we can see we have had previously, this Ridgerunner did have mice problems because that's taping a hole where a mouse chewed in. And this hole I sewed first, and it is really a bad excess for mice because they'll land right on your cooking surface. And I taped that too to prevent any friction. One of my buckets here is for various foodstuffs, plastic bags, anything that I want kept mouse-proof. And I'll even, this bleach here is for mopping the floor every once in a while. These are all non-food items. Here's my cook pot. And this is kind of like my junk drawer with various little tools and things. Inside this cabinet, which is not totally mouse-proof, we have containers for the food. And even my toothbrush, toothpaste is kept in a container. Powdered milk, we have canned goods. Now I have 3 actual containers here for food supplies. So I've been here 3 months already, and you can see it's still a very clean camp. Okay, set of candles in containers. It's so dark in here. After the sun begins to set. So this bucket, I keep paper stuff in it because mice have been known to chew up paper items if you leave them out. So let's take a look around. We're having lunch. I got peanut butter sandwich going. Notice how it's sitting on the lid because I don't want to leave any peanut butter residue on my platform here, because that draws mice really bad. And again, it's not that we're so scared of mice, it's just they leave droppings, they piss on stuff, they chew up your gear. So here's a jug of some lemonade. I buy the powder and I mix it with water that I collect from the river. This peanut butter container will make a good solid food container once I wash it out with that lid. Here's my no trace campfire. This has 2 purposes. We can burn just a little bit of trace trash, and it will cause a smoke that keeps the mosquitoes down and also camouflage any cooking smells. Here we have our propane. I don't use this lantern because I think it would draw attention. We're too close to a trail intersection for that. I do have a mirror and a rope. These windows can be opened from the inside, which is pretty necessary if it's pouring rain. Here's my bow saw, so when I have to cut back blow downs. And I have closed in the back side because I don't want this to be a tunnel that could encourage animals to do a run through. Instead, I've turned it into basically a box shape where they're not going to come in. Maybe small animals will, but a bear, a deer, they're not going to attempt to, even porcupine, attempt to cross in here. So you can see I'm surrounded by beautiful foliage. This is a nice canopy over this with a great frame. We withstood a lot of winds and gone through a hurricane, the end of a Hurricane Arthur in here, and it was great. This container, while not strictly mouse proof, if the lid's on tight, it's going to really cut down all odors. In there I have the trash that I collect as part of my job. I have like my miscellaneous bag of fines and tools, ribbon for marking things, extra toilet paper. So basically in the bottom is stuff that belongs to the main Appalachian Trail Club, like stuff sacks for the tent, etc. So here we have some shoes that I found abandoned at the crossing. They'll be kept here in case anyone asks for them. One sandal picked up off the trail that I'm using to hold down this tarp, which we'll talk about later. We have a clothesline to keep everything aired out. And again, notice, I've been here 3 months. Notice that the camp is not trashed or smelly. Part of my job is to teach about Leave No Trace, which includes a minimalist lifestyle as far as not just buying and having a huge amount of trash. We've got a cloth hanging here, it airs, it's for drying hands, and a bandana, my hiking poles. Here we have the water, which is, and I catch it in this bucket, which this metal bucket can heat water too. Serve for a bath, a sponge bath, or cleaning. We catch the water so that it doesn't pool on this tarp. And the reason I got this tarp folded over the top is while I was sitting here having lunch one day, a mouse would scurry underneath this platform. And so by actually covering the platform, this ledge, I haven't had that problem anymore. I don't have mice just ending up, you know, near my feet and then possibly getting underneath this platform, giving birth, whatever. So, now let's take a look around outside. This camp could be sustainable for a long period of time as long as it's kept neat. I air my clothes on the outside. This towel serves as a rug on the inside because it's getting pretty cold. I dump any ashes out here, which also then my water, my gray water will go over that, and this camp will stay clean. Around back, we have the same thing. I don't have any dumps. I don't keep any plastic. I have no need for garbage just in case I could utilize it. I like to use natural resources as much as possible. Now, my walk to the privy, which has been built and maintained, we go up this trail, and we'll try to make this quick. It's not that far, and yet it's far enough to keep pollutants out of my water system and keep everything sustainable. If I was in this base camp for 2 years, it would look the same as this. You would not see a buildup of trash. You would not see an infestation of mice. Okay, here's my privy. And the MATC does a great job. The guys know what they're doing. The women are right there with you to make sure the equipment is there. Here's my tools. So I keep my tools in here. Toilet paper is kept in here. So far we haven't had any mice issues, no droppings. We keep the tools here. Keep them dry so they don't rust. I can find everything at a moment's notice. Every once in a while I'll sweep it out because I don't want to come in here and have great big old spiders, webs and everything getting in my hair. So we have this little latch. It can be locked, but because of Maine being so